Heads up, I adjusted.
I was just like, I thought it was it. I thought it was over.
It's pretty good. Refreshing.
This is not on video.
It is refreshing.
Yes. I gotta have something to handle on it. I used to sippy cups.
Sippy cups. It's just good practice for all of us to use. There'd be so much less spinach. Are they labeled? Oh my god, how about you read this? I have to like take my glasses
Is that good?
off. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, that's great. I think you guys are ready to start.
All right
I
then.
don't know why, but I think it should like be your sound.
Let's go introduce ourselves.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Well, let's get serious. Well,
Okay.
Sorry.
we gotta get serious.
Nothing but business here.
Nothing but business.
Welcome to StageCraft, not live.
Alex is plotting something.
I was like wondering. All right.
Are we
Is
really
that a
going?
sneeze?
We're really going.
We're-
So this is StageCraft,
No joking around.
but it's just StageCraft. It's not going to be live, and it is with a net, kind of. So it's just StageCraft.
Yeah.
We have Pro Tools behind us.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a big net.
Oh, that's labeled
You're not
as
starting
whoopee.
off right.
So this was labeled as whoopee. I thought it would be someone saying whoopee, not
No.
not.
Or-
Whoopee
I know.
cushion.
I did the same thing earlier.
I thought it was gonna be whoopee. No, I'm disappointed. So my name is Alex. Should we go around the room and introduce ourselves, or should we
Let's.
just go?
I need to introduce myself.
Please do.
Hi, I'm MJ the Charisma here for one more time until the next time.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
I already introduced myself.
Okay.
I'm Alex.
I'm Don.
As a reminder
My
for anyone
color
who
is
forgot.
blue. I like soft puppies, and I like salt water, and I like There's lots of different things. I enjoy good food.
All right.
Thank you.
I'm Wilfredo Morales, and I play bass. Today I'll be playing guitar, subbing for our Hofmeister, Fred Hoff.
We miss you, Hoff. Get well soon,
Wherever you
Tasha.
be. Yes, we're thinking of y'all.
And you spent the day earlier today teaching music to children.
Yeah, music lessons through Fairfax County, and they'll have 3 weeks guitar camps and whatnot. It's fun.
Nice.
Yeah, cool.
Very nice.
What a wonderful world, that kind of thing. I see babies crying, I watch them grow. They'll know more than I'll ever know.
Oh, it's going to take a while.
Well, how do I follow up that one?
Yeah, what have
Our
you been
young
doing?
hero over here. just like-
favorite color, Amanda?
My name's Amanda Dove. I'm happy to be here as always. My favorite color is also blue, Don.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, mine may be turquoise. I mean, I don't want to conflict.
You have some
Wow.
choices here on this
Yes, I do.
painting.
You're right.
What I see you as more of like a robin egg blue.
No, absolutely not.
No,
Wrong.
azure.
Yeah, more like that. Or like, azure.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting into the French
Periwinkle.
words, huh? Azure.
We're drinking saison,
Azores.
Saison.
It's true.
Can I take your order?
and we are joined by Gio on the video as always.
Yes,
Hi,
of course.
Gio.
Hi, Gio.
Cheers.
You should point it towards the mirror so you
There
can.
we go.
There
The
he
making
is.
of.
Yes.
As this is StageCraft, I know that there are some people in the audience, at least one, who's recently had a stage performance. Would you share with us the story of some of your recent stage performances?
Yeah. So I
Amanda
had
Dove,
2 recent stage performances.
hot take.
Is it hot take? Well, I'll start with this, but then I actually have questions for you guys after. But last week, so normally we have the backyard event on Wednesdays, and we got an urgent call from our buddy Jack, who usually performs at Madam's Organ with his band, Human Country Jukebox, on Wednesdays. And he said, I'm sick. I can't do this. Can Red Medicine, Michael's band, fill 4 hours? And of course, like, he said, no, absolutely not. We're not a cover band. But, we can get together like a decent set, and maybe we can get some of our friends to come out and play too. So he asked my band, Dad Legs, to come out. So we did it, and another band, Whiskey Kids, they also came out. And it was a lot of fun. And my band actually, the weekend before, I told them, like, hey, I feel it in my bones. Like, I feel like we're going to have a gig coming up.
Yeah.
Let's just practice some covers and stuff. Like, just be ready. And then they were like, okay, sure. But we really needed that kick in the pants to just, like, get out there again. Otherwise, we'd be so focused on, like, getting everything perfect, blah, blah, blah. But it was so fun because we weren't expecting it. Madam's Organ is, like, my bucket list place to play in D.C., just given its, like, rich history and, like, the punk scene, too. So that was really cool, and I just had fun. We had some minor things come up like technical issues, but no one cared because it was Madam's organ, and I don't know when else I would have been able to play, but they liked us so much they asked us to come back tonight.
Nice.
Really?
Are you going
Yes.
back tonight?
We're going back tonight.
Woo!
Great.
Cheers.
Round 2.
Good.
I'm very excited. We learned some new covers. Hopefully, if we ever play there again, we'll have more originals too. But it's a lot to ask for. You
Well,
know?
they play covers there. That
They
works.
do. That's
Yeah.
like primarily what they play, I think. So
Keeps
it
people
works.
drinking. You
Yeah,
know?
exactly. But I'm very excited. And then I also played 4 Mile Run on Saturday with Michael, and that was very fun.
Did they have the PA there?
They did not, but Michael had his PA
Resourceful.
from the backyard thing, so he set that up, and we were good to go.
Good to go. Nice.
Okay, I thought that they couldn't amplify. In other words, they didn't have a permit to amplify.
They did have a permit.
Just
Now.
not the gear.
They didn't have the gear?
They did not have the gear there.
It's ironic.
Right?
That's
Yeah,
what
that's
that is.
weird. That is weird.
She said that you used some PA when you were there.
She pulled it out of the closet in the center there.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Yeah, Michael brought
Yeah.
his, luckily, because no one was there when we
Wow.
arrived. So,
Yeah.
not to hate on anyone. Like, yeah,
Okay.
we
Yeah, Catherine,
showed up.
what's up?
We showed up and we had
Yeah.
all the stuff. And Michael set it up in like 10, 15 minutes. I was very impressed.
Yeah, because
So.
Dougie came after we were there, and they said they couldn't have it amplified, so they had to play acoustically. The band Dougie.
Yeah, I
Oh,
played a gig with
after
them.
you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're cool. A couple
So
bands.
the next week, they
Yes.
told them to turn it down. Oh, wow.
Yeah. Well, they didn't tell them to turn
Just
it down.
no
They tell them to turn it off.
amplification. Wow.
Wow. So
world
you
of
like
acoustics.
messed it up for Dougie.
No,
We didn't go hard.
I don't know.
We did.
We probably
loud.
messed it up for the next
Amplified,
people.
right?
You know what
After
Don
our-
always says: if it's too loud, you're too old. He's been saying that for years.
Wait, I love
I'll remember that. I'm going to take that on.
I'm gonna get that like printed and framed. That's amazing.
Label it Donzi.
Yeah.
Right.
I invented it just now.
Trademark.
You did. You're right.
Oh, you
I'll
did?
drink to that.
A lot of
I
people
love
don't realize
it.
that.
If it's
All
too
right,
loud, you're too
cheers.
old.
Clink.
Clink.
But I do have a question for all of you musicians here in this group.
The answer is it's in D.
Crap.
No, don't snort beer up your nose.
It's always in D. So yeah, I was being a real brat this week because
Love it already.
because I was like, oh my God, we have to play Madam's organ again. I'm just like not ready. I feel like
Fun.
so burnt out. I'm getting all these like gig opportunities and like playing out every night. And then I was like, Amanda, what are you doing? It was a bucket list item last week, and now
Like,
you're too good for this place.
It's great.
And I was like, no, that's not how I'm feeling. It's just that we went from this pandemic where you weren't doing anything. You had all this time to yourself, and now it's like you have all these opportunities to play, and you don't want to say no. And how do you guys balance all of that? How do you ensure that you don't get that burnout? Even like before pandemic, I know it's been an issue. Yes.
So I would reframe that into and appreciate it for what it is. Your mind and body might be telling you, how do I make sure that I keep this exciting for myself?
I like that. How to protect that.
What can I do to raise the stakes? Sometimes when performing, you can get into the muscle memory and you think, well, I'm just mailing it in, and no one else can tell. So it's up to you to challenge yourself and to make that bar just a little bit higher.
Right. I totally agree with that. I think that's really good advice. It's also just like my body's out of shape. Like I can feel it in my voice. Like I've been singing every day since Wednesday.
You're right. That does it.
Do you need
That's
some
a
help
big part.
keeping it tight?
Yes.
Right.
Keeping your vocal cords tight. How do you do that?
How do you
Honey.
loosen them up?
Some vocal cords.
Keep
Well,
honey
I
in
do
your purse.
know that vocal cords need to keep hydrated, and
This beer is really helping.
No, wait a minute. Wait a minute. The best thing for singing is a little bit of potato chips. I'm
Really?
serious.
Wait, why? Wait, why?
potato
I
chips.
love
Is it the
Because-
fat content?
Well,
Electrolytes.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so
Not,
this is
not
how
a
we
lot.
keep it
Just
tight.
a little bit of potato chips
Why is that?
because of the oils and the fats.
And the mucus.
So this will help your
honey
vocal
coats as
cords.
well.
It's not potato chips, but we got some oils and fats in here. Oh yeah.
So this is a birthday bounty.
Yes, it's
MJ.
Alex's
These are all
birthday month.
fat free.
Yes, of course.
Wait, I'm gonna go
If
get some
only if
paper
you
towels.
want. Only if you
Is it
want.
your birthday?
No, it's Alex's birthday month.
Oh, yes, it is.
My birthday month. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, a rager.
Starts on June 1st, ends on June 30th of next year.
Right.
Okay.
That's
Well,
how
you're
months work.
13 months.
You're making up for it. It was a long pregnancy.
It was a long
13
pregnancy.
months,
I just shared with my partner the story. This is a true story. A true story. This is not a
Not for play.
this is not a play. So she was sharing with me that when she was younger, she had an out of body experience, and I was like, "This is great. Thank you so much for sharing this with me." She's not the kind of person who prescribes these kinds of things, so I was really proud of her for telling me about this. And I said, "I'm going to tell you about my experience." I said, "I remember very distinctly picking the life that I lead. I remember I was like in the ball of light, and I remember like the voice was saying like, 'Hey, you have your choice of these lives. You have to pick one.' And I took too long to pick it, and they just eventually shoved me out. They were like, 'No, you got to go right down there.'
Took too long.
And I took too long. And she was like, 'Wow, that's really wild.' And I said, 'Well, what's really crazy is I had never put two and two together, but I have that memory with me since I was a kid. But before my mom died, when I finally told her the story. She's like, 'Well, that's really weird.' She's like, 'You were a month late.'
A month late.
I was a month
Oh
late.
my gosh.
That's a long time.
That's a big bond.
And so
Late for what?
for being born, you missed the earlier part of the story.
Late for your own birthday.
Late for my own birthday party.
Wow.
So yeah, so I
So
remember
we should
picking
start
my life.
earlier. That's really an incredible story.
Wow. And you've
My
been
s-
on time ever since.
Yeah, actually, I'm early most times now. I'm
Oh,
always
wow.
about 10 to 15 minutes early.
My son
know-
William
oh.
was I didn't know it was going to be a boy, but he's my fifth, and I had had lots of miscarriages, so he's my 12th pregnancy, and I didn't know if I was going to actually get to have him or not. So I was pregnant, and maybe like 8 weeks pregnant, and that's when I usually lose the babies by. And I had this dream,
Yeah,
and
that's a phrase, huh? That's usually when I lose the baby's back.
My
Really
condolences,
upset.
my condolences.
sorry, it didn't
Can't
get dark. It
you
didn't
buried
get dark.
the
It's
lead
just-
there. That's heavy, man.
So
Sorry,
I
William.
had this dream. I had this dream that I had the baby that was totally not viable, but then he kept growing
Oh,
and
you're gonna
growing
hit
and
the-
growing.
No, that's the wrong one. I'm sorry.
Might be the right
I don't
one.
know if it is.
Maybe. So okay, here's the bomb. Here's the
This is like shock jock.
Wow.
Morning radio talk.
so the baby kept growing and in my arms, and I'm like, "Hey kid, I guess you should probably have a name." And I said, "Is your name like Jacob? Is your name Alex?" And I said, "Is your name William?" And he said, "William." This is when I'm 8 weeks pregnant.
He said it in the
said
womb?
No, he was in my arms already.
Oh, in your arm.
Yeah, you go back and listen to the tape. You'll know that I said it in my arms. And yeah, he said, and I said, "Is your name William?" And he said, "William." And I'm like, okay. So the rest of the pregnancy, I didn't even know the gender yet because I was like 8 weeks pregnant, right? The rest of the pregnancy, I'm like, okay, kid's named William. Who names their kid William Willis?
William
You
Willis?
did.
William named himself.
Or Wilfred.
Wilfredo.
Wilfredo.
William
Wilfred
Willis.
with the
I don't know.
O.
It kind of works. It's like it's sort of an alliteration, right? William
Yeah, it
Willis.
is.
Well,
Wait,
there
Will Willis.
There's so many weird names these days. I mean, William, Wilfredo, Will, you know what?
They're
Whatever.
well
William.
weird.
That's very
William.
normal.
I would like Billiam. from
Billiam?
now on.
Billiam?
Billiam.
Mhm.
Or
You
Bill,
could change
Fredo.
it. You could change it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
All
mean,
right. Make
change it
my
right
choice,
here,
too.
and we could all confirm that you are now Billiam.
Yeah, one of us is a notary.
Yeah.
That's a nice, like, strawberry name. I think we should call you Billion. Billion.
Oh.
Billion
Too
Nelson.
much credit.
That way you could be Billy Nelson, short for
Billy
Billion.
Nelson. Yeah, that's
Billy
not too
Nelson.
bad.
Billy.
That's
Isn't
not
that
too
cool?
bad.
It's cute. It's got a ring.
Thank you. Well, I think that's really magical. You have that connection, and yeah, so if I can kind of piggyback on that, the concept and the subject. Yesterday, I went to a funeral, and it was beautiful
What
though.
is-
It was beautiful though, and it was the mother. Like she was Nepalese, and I could understand, but not understand. Like some of it was in a foreign language, but I can still feel by the tone.
You can feel.
The emotion and the power. And it was beautiful. It was a beautiful moment, circle of life and all that. And I saw my mom for like the first time since the pandemic yesterday or Sunday and all that. And
Wow.
it was significant. And it,
It's
like,
kind of
hit-
like a upper.
yeah,
rather than
yeah,
a
totally.
downer.
It was reaffirming, Yeah, and then to also about earlier Saturday, your gigs and the concept of like keeping up
Well, by the way, I just want to add one thing. It's not just the fact that I'm like playing out, but it's like balancing like the time to like write and like record and do all those things and play out at the same time.
Yeah, but at this stage of the game, you play out when the opportunity comes.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm always saying yes.
Absolutely.
Because with
Yeah.
the Delta variant, you don't know when it's going to shut down again.
That's true.
Will was taking us somewhere.
Yeah. Just to kind of like play the devil's advocate, the pursuit of art is also really cool. And there's kind of a counter to Don and Alex's point of view, though. I only have the space till the end of September. I would love to record my band's material. They're really excited about cover shows and like 3-hour shows as well. And like, I feel like that's not the best use of my time or the time I have left here. And so I'm definitely at a crossroads with how do I manage it too. So, I'd say, like take your time making those decisions. But if you're on the up and up, that's a good place to be. A good problem to have. Yeah.
Yeah. So as far as
thank
like
you.
saying yes to everything, that will absolutely
That's right.
lead to burnout eventually. So, but when that time comes, I think that honesty and clarity and communication really helps. And you can say, "Hey, I want to say yes so badly to this. Thank you for inviting me. I can do it next week." And give all the other ways you can say yes by saying no. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like answer with a yes under these conditions. I don't know that you'll be able to dictate those things at all, but
Well, it's worth asking too, though. Instead of just being so like, oh, I'm so lucky to play at this place. Like, I also need to value my art that I am contributing to the scene by performing. So,
absolutely.
Yeah, but you don't want to be
No, I'm not gonna be a
arrogant.
diva. I'm not gonna be a diva.
Not
but
like
I just,
MJ.
I'm so I'm sorry.
There's
I'm
nothing
so
wrong with
hesitant.
being a diva.
I'm so hesitant to like say anything when someone asks me to play. I'm just like, yes, I'll do it. I'll do whatever it takes, pretty much. But like even with the zine, right? Like I felt like, okay, I put in all this work and then I didn't feel comfortable charging people for it sometimes. Like I just
I can
I just felt like, oh, this is a service that I'm doing. It's something that I love and it's something like I just didn't realize I could make money out of.
People
So I
love
undervalue.
to give you money. And I don't mean you, I mean the proverbial you. People
Yeah.
who have money love to spend money. It's like one of their favorite things to do with it. So taking money from people is almost just as valuable to them as it is to you. They want to pay you for things. They because it's uncomfortable. You know how I'm sure people in circumstances have asked you for money for free. Like, hey, I need money, whether it be someone on the street or a friend who needs money.
Right.
It's a difficult transaction. But what's not a difficult transaction is I had a friend of mine when I was hard up for money one time. He was like, "Are you working on some paintings?" He's like, "Just send me a couple of your paintings. I'll give you a couple $100 for those paintings." And that made him infinitely more comfortable than just giving me the money that I needed to get out of a particular situation.
You
So
put a
you,
value on him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like his work, you gave him validation.
so you have to recognize that getting the money is one entirely on you, not about the value. It's just about your discomfort with taking that money. But
Yeah.
know that that makes them so happy. They're so happy to give it to you. They love it.
It's entering into a relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah, expanding it.
And if I could also add, I'm a hedonist by nature. If you need a good sort of like I guess like a barometer on like what gigs to take and whatnot, well, which one's gonna make you the happiest? Which one's gonna bring you the most amount of pleasure?
The Marie
Yeah.
Kondo of gigging.
Oh yeah, what sparks joy? Actually, I actually do that for everything. What sparks joy?
Respect.
I don't
Is that why you're
play-
here?
Yes.
Heck
That's
yes.
why I
I
prioritize
think that's why we're
coming
all
here,
here,
even though
Right?
yes, for sure. Leave.
If you're not having fun, get the hell out of here.
He will be put in the donate pile.
Got the dunce chair for you over there.
Yeah, the dollar item, dollar bin.
Yeah.
Well, Don, do you have any
Ooh.
comments on this balancing type thing?
I'm more for going. I lean towards going for it all the time. Definitely lean towards going for it. But you have to protect your artistic integrity, I guess. It sounds kind of highfalutin, but just basically, if you want to make sure you're ready, so that if you do go for it, you don't sound bad.
Right.
I mean, no, I mean,
Yeah.
a lot of bands will go out there before it's time.
Whoa.
And a lot of bands will go out there way past their time.
Yeah.
Both are wrong. So, you have to really just sort of just watch it. I mean, it's your currency. Your currency is your art.
Yes. Love that. That's another quote for the wall.
To add to Don, so people love to give money, but something that they don't love to give is their time. That's why it's harder to get people to come to your shows than it is to get people to buy your record. That's the
right.
one thing that people still are super stingy, and that's understandable because they don't want you to waste their time.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, this is a perfect segue because guess who did come to my Madam's Organ show last week? Mr. Alex
Mr.
Vidales.
Vidales.
On his
Yes.
birthday.
On my birthday, no less.
Nice.
Yeah.
He spared some time, and that was really lovely. Thanks for coming.
It was my pleasure. I was happy to be there.
And so what happened with his birthday celebration? Because we started to talk about it before the show. But then we were like, okay, save it. Sounds too good. Sounds like a juicy story.
There wasn't anything particularly exciting about this birthday celebration. So my birthdays, when I was younger, I used to have some really insane blowouts. Like I used to go to fancy hotels, fancy restaurants, get a little crazy.
Cocaine on mirrors.
Cocaine on mirrors, limousine rides, going to the club level at the Ritz-Carlton. It was bonkers. And I stopped doing that because, the money runs out. And I decided to be a little bit more low key. And so actually this was a really serendipitous thing because going to see my friends' bands is, that's to me is like everything,
You're calling that low key? Going to see your friend's band is low key.
It was low key. It was low key. But it all came together in like an hour. Like you texted me at like 2:00 and
Yes.
you were like, hey, there's this thing going on.
That's so cool.
And at that point, when my number one complaint on going to see you and Michael is I can't believe I have to drive an hour.
Right.
Then when you do a show that is literally a half an hour walk away, I have to go and see you. So we got Korean food, and then I went back home and just had birthday, the things that happen on birthdays,
Cocaine on mirrors.
Cocaine on mirrors,
On various
snuggles on the
surfaces.
couch, things like that. Yeah. It was a lovely time.
The
It was a
best
lovely
thing.
time.
Great.
Yeah.
13 candles.
I was so Madam's Organ. I haven't been there in many years, and it is a dive bar, and I say that with all the love in my heart because
Oh, wait, yes.
it is the diviest of dive bars. It's one of the only dive bars I think left in the city.
I used to work at the Pinch, and I will say the Pinch is like a sticky basement.
Well,
One
R.I.P.,
sound.
dude. It's not
On the
around
bottom of your
anymore.
sheet?
So Madam's Organ is lit red all the time. So that is the main lighting. There's animal heads all over the walls. There are signs that there's a giant middle finger in the middle of the bar. Like a middle finger statue
Yeah.
that's bigger than a human being. The people who work there, they care about customer service, get you your drinks, but as long as you're not hurting anyone, they don't give a what's going on in there. It is a dive bar. It is beautiful. I was fascinated that we got 3 huge blasts of feedback as you guys were setting up.
Oh, yeah.
What the shit happened?
Oh, well.
Can you give us a little inside baseball?
Okay, well, that happened because we've never run sound at Madam's Organ before.
You run it yourself?
We had to do it ourselves. There was no sound
no sound
engineer there.
person.
So
rough,
we
that's
didn't know
rough.
what was going on, and I think Tyler, who's the drummer of Red Medicine, he was doing the live sound stuff. He was texting Jack from the Human Country Jukebox Band, like ferociously, like, "Hey, how do we set this up?
Oh, brutal.
What's the scene we use?" I was like, "I don't even know what that is." Like now I do, but
Oh, it's digital.
and then,
Yeah.
but the funny
Presets.
thing that you bring this up because like there was a guy sitting in the back room, and there was feedback coming through the speakers back there too. And Michael was like, well, "How do I fix this?" And the guy was like, "I used to work here. I worked here for years. So all you gotta do is just like jiggle the cable and it'll be fine."
Oh, I like
and
that.
sure enough, Michael jiggled the cable and it went away.
What?
Yeah. And then, so we were talking about Pirates of the Caribbean the other week. Do you know that scene where all these people are like part of the ship? Like
Yes.
they just like
Yeah.
blend
Yes.
into the
Come into
ship.
the-
It was
Uh-huh.
like
I've
that,
been
these
through it
people,
many.
like don't even work at
I've
Madam's
been
Organ
here
anymore, but they're still there,
Yeah.
part of the ship, part of the ship.
Jeez.
So funny.
Man. So the couple songs I saw, your voice was amazing.
Oh,
Absolutely
thank you.
amazing. I thought, did you guys blow a speaker?
I don't think so.
I wasn't sure because it sounded like it might have blown the speaker when you guys had the feedback issue. And then I also, it's not completely related, but it's sort of stagecraft related. Amazing boots. Really,
thank you.
Just amazing boots. She had these black and white platform shoes.
Yeah,
Yes.
they were like platform boots. Yeah.
PVC.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Absolutely amazing.
Thank you. And hey, this is something I really believe in, Darren the Warlock, if you're listening. Glamour magic. You know, if you look good, you feel good, dress for the job that you want kind of thing.
Right.
Like I feel so much confidence when I step on stage and I'm looking the way that I want to look, like a rock star or whatever. So those boots, I had just bought them for a photo shoot and I was like, man, I didn't wear them at the photo shoot. What am I going to do with these? And then this gig came up and I was like, perfect.
Yeah. Yeah.
Made for
Yeah,
them.
do that. Yeah, you should
Yeah.
pamper yourself for any kind of gig.
Yes.
Do whatever you want to do. Look the way you want to look.
And a drink of choice for Amanda at the bar.
No, shut up. This is not true. This is not true.
Red Bull and vodka.
No, that's not true. That's not my
because
drink
she
of
loves a good
choice.
push pull before the show.
That's not true. I was running on fumes that day because I had pulled an all-nighter at work on Monday, and then Tuesday and I met my little baby cousin for the first time. And then I was just like so tired.
Get the baby sound.
Oh yeah, get the baby sound.
That's not it. That may
That
be
is
in the
what the
diaper.
baby sounded like. But I was so tired, so the first thing I ordered, I was like, hit me with that Red Bull vodka, bartender.
Wow.
But that is not my drink of choice. It's a Bullet on Ice, which I mentioned in one of my songs.
What is that?
It's a Bullet whiskey. Bourbon.
Just like with an ice cube, that's it.
So it's
You know,
true, but
usually
it's
they
not.
add more ice. It used to be neat for me, but then I realized I was gonna go broke and get way too drunk if I just kept drinking bourbon neat.
Yeah. And Red Bulls and vodka aren't cheap, although that was the special that night.
It was?
Yeah.
Oh wow! Thank you
Congratulations.
to the music
great.
gods.
Dionysus.
No wonder it was so cheap. I looked at my bill. And I was like,
Yeah, Red Bull and
wow.
vodka is usually like $10.
Yeah, that's how much my total bill was.
Well, yeah.
Isn't there a bar tab for the band?
There is, but I kept ordering like
You kept
name
exceeding
brand.
it.
No,
I
no,
guess.
the
Oh,
name
Rail.
brand, the
It was
name brand.
Rail
It
or
was
something.
Rail, and I kept getting like Tito's or Bullet, whatever.
Oh.
But now I know.
Rock and roll, baby.
Stagecraft for you there.
Tonight it's
Stagecraft.
going down, Madam Zorgan.
Tonight.
Tonight, yeah.
Sweet.
Tonight's the night.
The last time I was at Madam's Organ was I saw Skunk Baxter there. From
Jeff
Doobie
Skunk
Doobie.
Jeff
Jeff Skunk Baxter.
of
yeah,
King of the
playing
Hill
in band.
fame as well. He
Yeah.
made the theme songs.
Exactly.
to King of the
He
Hill. Yeah. In addition to being guitarist for Steely Dan, and he also was a part of think tanks because he retrofitted defense systems for the military, and so he became like this brilliant tactician.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because he was in a band. He was playing there in a band with one of the ambassadors from some country, like some country there.
Is that a country?
It is.
That's a little.
It is. They get USAID.
So so I don't. Fans of the show, if you listen back to the last few episodes,
You're confused.
the amount of encyclopedic knowledge that Will has in terms of musicians and their backstories, it's staggering.
I'm just a nerd. That's all. That's
We
all.
are staggering.
Staggering.
Some of us are more than others.
Right.
I'm fun at parties.
Yes.
Did
So-
you know that most of the potatoes in the United States come from Maine,
From Maine.
and not Idaho?
Wait, something
know
is
that.
being revealed.
It's true.
Okay, so
You just got potatoes.
as it is my last week here, I have a little gift for our dear Dawn.
Yay!
Oh,
I got one of these fun things for you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Like an old man. I gotta put
but
my glasses
I don't
on.
smoke, but
I gotta. Oh, it's a singing bowl.
I got you a
Did you try to
singing
match
bowl.
the sound of the singing bowl?
We'll have to.
Yeah, it's a theme.
Wow.
Life is a soundtrack.
That's really brilliant.
Yeah. Here's
There's
the
some
little
genius
timer.
happening over here.
Now, what's the ring for?
The ring is just for it to sit upon.
Okay,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
That's a beautiful singing bowl.
Isn't it so pretty?
Yeah.
So,
What
you
note
don't
is
need
it?
out there. You can
Okay.
just go ahead and
You
play
can
it.
hold it. Okay, let's try it.
It's probably G, right?
Actually, it's nondescript.
Oh, they didn't tell you the.
There's no note.
Oh
You go around the outside.
Outside.
It's a G, yeah. Well, it could be 2 or 3 things at once too.
I'm uncoordinated with this.
I hear it coming. It's coming.
It takes a while.
It builds up. Yeah, it's a build up. There we go.
Oh, that's a nice one. That's a That got a nice tone to it.
Yeah, very nice.
Did you get that from Amazon?
I did get that from Amazon.
You did?
I did.
What?
You know
Future
better.
residents of Crystal City.
Amazon.
Amazon.
Jeff Bezos, if you want a recording studio, you know where to find us. Double Shark Audio.
For the love of God, you think you could help us out?
Yeah.
I mean, that's like pocket change, right?
Right.
It's beautiful. It's absolutely
So
beautiful.
that's just my gratitude for all the time I've gotten to share with you here,
Thank you.
Don, and
Thank you.
in your studio together.
Thank you very much.
That's a really
Thank you.
thoughtful gift.
It is nice.
Speaking of the studio,
Let's put it in the box just to keep
speaking
it safe.
of the studio and such, I hear you're closing,
I am closing.
and that
the
you have
studio.
a hard date. You're not closing.
Yeah, I'm not closing. Yes, we are closing October 1st.
October 1st. So, so does that mean we could have a party around that time?
I'm not planning any, really. I mean, I don't know. I'm just not planning any. I don't know.
Should we have like a few tours though? Some people might want to see the space before.
Tours? Believe me,
Like open
there are
house
going to
type
be
of-
tours.
Okay.
I mean,
What does that
yeah.
mean?
I mean, people are emailing me to come over, and that's
Yeah.
fine. But they want to see the place, bring
Yeah.
their kids.
Ew.
You know, these punk rock started.
Ew!
Sorry.
Yeah. Where's the sound? No, that's not it.
I get confused.
Where's the baby?
The baby sound is next to the bomb.
Baby bump.
There it is.
Yeah,
They want to bring
I
their
asked you,
children.
which sound is better?
Yeah.
Mom's better.
Yeah.
Okay. So people are emailing you.
People are emailing me for sure.
Uh-huh.
And they, want to see the studio. Actually, I was just talking with the guy who used to book for Atlantic this morning, and he's going to have some stuff taking it to the Rock and Roll Punk Museum in Las Vegas. So if you
Nice.
visit Las Vegas, it'll be
Nothing's
very
more
cool.
punk rock than Las Vegas.
So like,
Right.
I know.
Don, are you now that the studio's closing? Are you finally gonna let you two come here?
No.
What?
We're booked.
Wait, what's the story with
Don,
that?
Don told you two to pound sand when they asked to
Yeah.
come here.
to kick rocks?
Yeah.
Wait.
No, they were going to rehearse here. They had a booking at 930 Club.
Okay.
This is back a few years for sure.
Couple.
And they called up, the manager called up and said, can we rehearse here? But, I was recording.
Oh, okay.
So,
Conflict.
but,
Dang it.
but were you actually recording?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He just thought you two sucked.
I thought it was like a punk rock
I mean,
history moment. Like,
I don't like your song.
Don
There's too much
said,
echo in them.
Go kick rocks, Bono.
Yeah.
I don't know what you guys are doing with that Zoo TV bullshit, but don't bring it around here.
But
Hey,
that's integrity, though, right? You had a client, and you're like keeping that appointment, that kind of thing.
Right.
Yeah.
But let me just say that, Bono, I think, changed a lot of punk rock. I mean, the band wasn't punk rock, but him bringing the melody back into the song at the right moment was important.
I see.
Wow.
I think I'd been trying to pound into their heads for years, trying to get melody into their songs rather than just. So get melody in, and, people will listen a little more. It's very
Great
quiet.
advice.
There's the StageCraft Gold by Don Z. Right
Put some
there.
melody in your life.
Or at least brass, like the brass bowl.
Yes.
What else you got? Will, what do you think about all this?
Well, melody is important, and certainly I think it's kind of going hand in hand with my thoughts about like commercialism and rock and roll. Sometimes it could be like an athletic thing or like a sportsmanship or like a gatekeeping. So I agree with Dawn. Melody is like a king, and it like one note could be greater than 1,000 notes. The significance of like Cinnamon Girl, that one note solo, Neil Young.
Yeah.
That one note solo is grunge before grunge.
But that's because most of his strings were busted.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
I'm making that up.
Oh, okay. I thought it was. See, I'm
You
just
were
too
blowing
trusting.
this nerd's mind over here. He was like, "How did I not know that?"
Don, do you remember the band that was recording the night that you told you two to pound sand?
Sure.
Who was it?
Vacation Slides.
How do you remember that?
I'm gonna save that.
Like a steel
Because
trap
I
up
got a
there.
memory like a steel sieve.
Yeah.
I mean, like an elephant.
Like a colander, really.
Like a
Colander,
colander.
exactly.
Making spaghetti up here.
Sharp as a spoon too. So, I'm thinking the band's name is Steel Sieves. Can I get the name of that band again?
Vacation Slides, but it's
Vacation
no longer around.
Okay.
Oh.
Maybe
I'll
they
see
have an
if it was
internet
ever
footprint.
digitized.
That's a great name, though. It's
It is
pretty
a
on
good
brand for you too, Don.
Hmm?
You always got your vacation slides.
Oh, see, I thought
Yeah,
vacation
love
slides
it.
is like the photograph.
That was
Like
poetic, though.
No,
The
that's the name
footwear.
of the band.
No, but she meant like vacation slides of your
I
flip flops.
dig it.
That was
Okay,
the joke. That was the joke.
But that'd be really good branding. Like these are vacation
I think we're speaking
slides.
three different vacation
Okay, yeah.
languages here.
Flip flops.
What's
Yeah.
MJ? Do
They're
you have?
you're saying it's like in the slideshow that
Like a
you
slide
like
projector.
force your family to look
Right.
at.
And here's a
after the
cactus.
Yeah.
After your vacation.
This is
Yeah.
when I went to the Catskills.
yeah.
Yes.
This is
Yeah.
when we
This is
saw.
me climbing up the mountain.
Yeah.
This is us having trail mix.
Right.
And this was our tour guide. This was Susan. She was wonderful. She
And
told
this
us
is why we don't have these anymore.
it's true.
Only
horrible
500
time.
more
That was
slides to
horrible.
go.
My parents still subject me to this, but now it's on their iPhones. Like it's not even on the big screen.
So they pull you over to the phone.
and I'm just like
Look at
craning
this.
my
Yeah.
neck over, like, okay, how
Yeah.
many more are there to go?
Yes.
like, ugh,
It's
hate it.
terrible.
It's
It's
They're like
really
worse.
sliding through the stuff, and then they get to another picture, and you're like, "Whoa, we didn't want that picture." And then they keep sliding, keep sliding.
Please don't make me think of my parents that way.
I didn't say specifically what it was. I
But
just
at
meant,
least
like,
when there were slides, I mean,
You had an
it-
ending. You knew.
There was an ending, but you were tied down. You were in chairs. You were sitting there.
Right.
They set up the screen. They darkened the room.
Yeah.
They started the slide. But you
Multimedia
can't move
event.
out.
and they're like, "Hey, you can't leave yet. We haven't gotten to
No.
the fondue yet."
Oh God,
And everyone's smoking cigarettes, because it was the 70s.
I don't.
And the slides were out of focus. And they tried to get them into focus,
Amanda's like,
and they
"What?"
couldn't do it.
No, I understand this. I'm just trying to decide which one I prefer. Like this iPhone situation with my parents, where it's like blurry
It's
photos.
better.
Okay,
It's
I'm
better.
gonna take your word for it.
And you don't have that like 2-week wait where you send the photos, the
Oh
film
my God, I
in.
didn't even
Developing.
That was so much
it's
fun,
like-
though, wasn't
so
it?
you have to wait 2 weeks to hear about someone's vacation
To know if
Like,
they
didn't
even had
tell
good
you ahead of
pictures.
time.
Like, don't
was
come over
always-
yet. Don't come over yet.
That was a great phone call. Is when you're, "Hey, my blank vacation slides are back." Great.
But let me tell you, vacation slides are really started me off music.
What?
Because-
What?
Yeah.
Wait.
Now we're getting somewhere.
I
Put
took
there.
up guitar when I was
You just
about,
dropped a bomb on me.
about
buddy.
9 or 10. And then I, learned to read music and all that stuff. But then I kind of stopped, got boring. A friend of mine had kept it up. And his parents came over, they lived down the street. And they they brought over their vacation slides.
And we were like,
Yeah, we're out of here. So we went up, and my friend Wayne, he asked me, "Hey, you still have that guitar that you used to have?" I did. I had sort of packed it away, oiled the strings so they wouldn't get rusty, and did all kinds of good things to it. And he said, "I'm going to teach you some Beatles songs." And he actually taught me a few Beatles songs, and that got me back into playing guitar. Otherwise, I would be an accountant or something.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Really.
That is really amazing.
That in Vietnam.
That and
right,
yes,
right,
exactly.
right.
is that Wayne who wrote the famous song "The Hump"?
Yes, that is
Oh.
Wayne the famous.
I'm looking that up now.
Yes, the hump,
What was the name of the band?
the Invictus.
The Invictus. They had a hit song in Rochester.
Mm-hmm.
It's called "The Hump." You should look it
Yes.
up.
The
It's a great
Humpty
little
Hump?
tune.
No, the
So,
hump,
well,
just the hump.
so here's the thing, and
I get mixed up.
this is not a joke, but a lot of innuendo used to be in songs in the 50s and the 60s, and this one was a fairly obvious innuendo. Yes, I believe "The Hump" was probably about.
Yeah, the words are really tricky. Do the hump, do the hump. Come on, everybody, do the hump.
I feel like I've heard that song.
See, it gets around.
Also, Hanky Panky.
That's what happens with the hump. It gets around.
My baby loves the Hanky Panky. It's like
Yeah.
it's an older tune. but
My
it's fun.
Jingling.
My
suppose.
baby loves
The hump preceded that, let me tell you.
Wow, this is really on Spotify.
What, "The Hump"?
Yeah. Let me just skip forward.
That's it.
it.
Are we gonna have to pay for this though?
Oh,
Worth it.
Is that something? Is that something we have to pay
It's
for?
gonna get shut down.
Oh, sorry.
WERA hasn't shut us down for the bad words yet. They're not gonna shut us down for that.
The sensor is just one of those little water bottle birds that's like
Every
dipping
seventh
into a glass.
word.
Yeah. Just say, I think I'm hearing the doorbell. Was that a buzzer?
Oh,
Did anyone else
yes.
hear that? No.
No,
Okay.
I didn't hear it.
All right then. So
Plus, the side door is open. If they were smart, they would just look around the corner and come in the side door.
Yeah, you hear that, you dummy?
in retrospect,
Thank you, Amanda.
Will, I like that you've enjoyed my same pain of when you're in that room and you're working really hard, and then all of a sudden that buzzer hits.
oh yeah.
Scares the ever-loving
Yeah.
piss out of you.
Someone said it was like Operation. Like
It
you were
is.
deciding-
Oh, it is
like that.
Yes,
exactly the same.
exactly like
exactly the
Operation.
same tone.
And in that little room, it is so loud. It is so loud. It's unreal.
So last week I was not keeping it tight. I was super sick. But I was gonna do a keeping it tight with puppy yoga. It's not operation, but
Yeah.
it's puppy yoga.
Wait,
That's
Right.
nice.
is puppy included?
Yeah.
Puppy
right.
is included.
Wait,
Here
what?
it comes right now.
It's an inflatable puppy,
Okay.
It's inflatable.
and it's far too big. Look at this.
Well, it could be like a Great
That's not a
Dane.
puppy. That's like a.
That's
It's like a
dog.
full size.
But it has to
so-
balance
It's like a
on you.
medium-sized
so
dog.
they're like it's really $5, Five Below or something like that.
I love Five and
And
Below.
That's nice.
anyway, we
Lucky
inflated
it
it.
isn't a
We
Saint
inflated it
Bernard.
once
Yeah.
because my son got bored because our house was empty because I'm moving, and I'm looking for the spout where you
Please.
blow it up.
no.
Anyway.
Oh no.
Where is this?
Oh.
But
Spout
it was blown up, but my son bit the tail, so now it's deflated.
Oh,
so
it won't
The
actually
side.
inflate now?
It's in the
No.
side.
That's funny. Why did he bite the tail?
because he bites things. He eats his shirt actually.
What?
Yeah, he like bites little
Chews
holes in
on
his
it.
shirt. So I bought one of those necklaces that he can chew on.
It's better than smoking cigarettes.
Right, right.
Grand scheme of things.
So yeah, keeping it tight didn't work out.
Have you ever
This
heard of this thing called goat yoga? Have you ever seen?
Yes, I've seen this.
Yeah.
What
and
is
the
that?
goats poop everywhere. Okay, sorry, we don't have to go down that hole again.
It's-
So that's
You
so
did
we
it.
were
No, we
when
can.
MJ and I were texting
It's
about
always exciting to talk about poop.
when MJ
Here it
and I
goes again.
were talking about we were talking about this puppy yoga. I said a friend of mine had done goat yoga and she sent pictures and I said there's way more poop than you would have thought. They just poop on you. They
I
just
kind of love it though, like these yuppies thinking it's gonna be an amazing experience, and then there's goat shit everywhere.
Yeah.
It's kind of like motherhood.
Oh man.
That's funny. It is kind of
Eyes wide open.
man. Shoo. Oh, so you went a whole different way with that than.
Oh
not
wow,
sure.
you said eyes wide open.
Oh, I thought you meant Eyes Wide Shut the movie.
No, just learning more.
Learning,
about the
yes.
beauty
Sorry,
of nature.
I took that in a whole
Yeah.
different direction.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
thinking something else.
Poop all over you.
Poop all over you.
That's crazy.
Nobody
The
wants poop
miracle
on you.
of life.
But I do like the idea of what you said though, where it's like rich people doing goat yoga, and it's just people messing with them, and they're just like, let's watch some goats poop on these people. That's right, $185 a pop, dumbasses. You'll be doing yoga at home. You chose to do it here.
Okay, go to the dog park.
Yeah, you could have just rooted around on a farm. Dumbass.
Have you heard of rage yoga?
Yeah.
Oh wow, you sound
Never
real,
heard
still
of
it. On the
you
Beltway?
sound
Well, that
really
has-
not into this.
Well, that has its history, and like there was a movement that
Primal
was centered
Scream?
around rage and expressing rage, like vocal rage.
Yeah.
I think it was like in the 60s.
Yeah.
It was like
John Lennon did that. Primal Scream.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
primal
the
screams
primal
and stuff
scream.
like that.
Arthur
Ooh.
Yanoff.
I think I want to get into that.
It's have you ever driven on a long road trip, opened up the windows, and just screamed as loud as you could?
I do that in tunnels.
That is a beautiful thing, and it feels amazing. It's very
Yeah.
cathartic. Have you ever done that?
No, I've
Yes.
never done the car thing, but I've done it.
The screaming.
The screaming thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Will?
Let's see. Expletives. If I stub my toe, I have to let it out. That's like
That's
from
important.
the gut. Yeah.
But when you're
Throat
going through a
chakra.
tunnel, you get the echo.
I'll stub my toe in the car next time. Then going into DC.
Car washes? Ever screamed in a car wash?
No.
Never do.
That's great. If you can drive through it, of course.
Drive-through car wash.
But
Drive-through
that
car.
With
means
the
your
windows
windows
up.
are all closed.
Right.
Windows up.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you do a car wash how you want to do it. I do it how I want.
As
How
long
do
as
you
the
want
check
to do
clears.
it?
Car wash and shower, same time.
Shower, yeah. I'm just, I try to multitask.
I saw a video of a girl going through this car wash with like a tricycle. Not a child, but a woman going through with a tricycle.
Not a child,
Did
but a
she
woman.
survive?
She survived. Yeah, there was no hot wax action. She didn't get that extra premium.
Dang. Free hair
No
removal.
clear
Yeah.
But she was wearing like a bathing suit and goggles, and
Well, I
she
hope
looked.
goggles for eye safety, of course.
Yeah.
I pro.
Yeah,
So,
Wow.
people are crazy.
do you guys want a musical
Let's
interlude?
have an
We have-
Yes.
musical
we do
interlude.
need musical interlude.
All right, so then I'll play one I wrote just for fun, for giggles, long ago,
Kick some
and dedicate
giggles.
this to the charisma MJ, the Rolling Stone herself. See,
Wow.
what if I had no home? Subject to a life alone. Passing from town after town. All signs read, no vacancy. No, they can't see. Oh, sweet summer child, baby, don't you cry. Hush now, little starling, all the noise inside. Oh, my sweet summer child, baby, don't you cry. Hush now, little starling, all those noise inside. I would be a rolling stone. No moss would gather round me. Cheers to y'all. Thanks for coming in. Except for 3 little seeds. What do they call themselves? Peace, love, and unity. They go like this. They say, oh, my sweet summer child, baby, don't you cry. Hush now, little starling, all that noise inside. Oh, my sweet summer child, baby, don't you cry. Hush now, little starling, all that noise inside. Oh, my sweet summer child, baby, don't you cry. Hush now, little starling, all that noise, all that noise, all that noise inside.
That was beautiful.
It was abridged. I cut
Great,
it down
great,
for radio.
great.
Come here, you.
Great.
Aw.
I'm gonna miss you.
We have some guests here. Introduce yourself, please.
Hi, I'm guest number 1. I'm Jeff Turner. I used to work here with Don, and this is my family. Angelica, you want to say hi to the folks?
Hi.
Hi, Angelica.
Francesca, nice to
Francesca.
meet you.
Hello.
Friends of Don, so we're just
Welcome.
always hanging out here whenever we can.
Welcome
We
back.
walked into.
Right.
You're
like
in
a
it now.
pastry?
Make yourself
desserts
at home.
Have some. Beer,
Help yourselves.
desserts.
Yeah, we could try a little
Sure.
I think you can.
Napkins and spoons.
beer.
Yeah,
Of
yeah.
course, yeah. Help yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From the local brewery
want a
here,
glass? I
New,
New
District.
District.
Shout
Provided-
out to our neighbors
By New District Brewing Company in exchange for money.
in exchange for money. Yeah, full transparency.
I do like to make that abundantly
Yeah.
clear.
Right.
These were not provided for free.
No, right.
As are the
Integrity in
pastries.
reporting.
Yes, from Alexandria Pastry,
Which is quite delicious.
and we did exchange
are.
cash for that
But
cake.
Yes, yes. there
Makes
was-
the
We
world go
gotta get
round.
better at like getting some partnerships with people so we can get some free stuff.
I'm
Yeah,
all
you
about that.
It
That's
hasn't
the,
been our forte.
that's the next thing on the production meeting agenda.
Is that something like dumpster diving or something?
Oh,
Wait,
if only.
Don is a master dumpster diver.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Well, I started actually when I was in high school. I worked at a hospital in the kitchen washing the dishes.
Oh, I was about to say, what are you pulling out of the hospital dumpsters?
No,
He is about to.
but
Could
a
have been
friend of mine,
bag
a
of-
friend of mine,
So many things. A bag of blood.
we
yeah.
we used to dive in dumpsters.
Yeah, of course.
Trying,
Oh. My friend Jennifer, she's a dumpster diver. That's where she gets most of her food.
But
Wait.
we were looking for hypodermic needles.
Whoa.
For
I mean, they used-
exchanging?
Poor case, senor.
just I mean, those were just like I don't know. They were the treasure in there.
For collecting.
Okay.
And then this is when doctors
Bottle
just threw
caps,
them out.
like
in the
bottle
How did
trash.
you know when you found them? Ah! Found one.
You
It
are
was the
so
stupidest
lucky.
thing.
Yeah.
It was crazy, absolutely crazy.
P.S. I have hepatitis and I need a blood transfusion.
And,
Don't ask
but
Don.
I don't have any effects of that now.
For the viewers at
I'm
home,
just fine.
he's shaking uncontrollably. Some of it doesn't translate to radio, though. So-
Jeff, you and your lovely wife lived in Venice for a while, right?
We did. We actually started our lovely romance in the city of Venice. She was down visiting a friend of hers who was the girlfriend of the lead singer of the Italian band that I was recording in a little teeny town in a soybean field 40 minutes north of Venice. And we met at a party and got to know each other. And a year later, I was back recording more bands and had the presence of mind to ask everybody to find me an apartment in Venice for the summer. And as part of my courtship, I said, "Hey, I got an apartment in Venice. You want to come hang out?"
Come see my etchings.
Yeah, exactly. Come see my Tintorettos.
Is there surfing on the canals?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, no. The rats can really like hang 10. I think they have 10 little toes. But yeah, no, it was great. It was a wild summer. And
an incredible
and when's the
story.
next time that's going to happen? So
Did you
That's
work
what-
in the B room?
in the what?
In the side room or here in the main room?
I used to work in here. Yeah, in the when it was when it was all 24 track, and I actually worked back in the old studio too.
whoa.
And
In
I
the
was in a
house.
bunch of bands that were on the Discord label.
Nice.
So that's how I got to know Don. Back in the 80s.
Can
and
you
whatnot.
list them for posterity and on the record here?
All the records and stuff.
I'm saying the bands you played in.
Oh boy! Well, I was in a band called Gray Matter,
Oh yeah,
which
whoa,
was
yeah, we
what
see
I think
all
it's
the-
actually
every
the
day,
largest
yeah.
poster on the big wall in there.
You know,
So we're sort of famous by dint of having the big poster. And then there was another band called Three that was here, and then we did some New Wet Kojak mixing here, and oh boy, a bunch of other projects. I had my own studio too, over in Ballston for a while, and then down in D.C. near where the Black Cat is.
WGNS.
WGNS Recording Studio.
Oh, we ain't got no studio.
But Don is really was
Got no station. We ain't got no station.
no
Sorry.
the Inner Ear Studios
WGNS.
was like my gateway drug to this whole life of music and working with people and doing creative projects.
Same.
He still has my heater that hung from the ceiling over on the side here, and I want it back, Jeff.
You got a couple months to use it, though, so I better be quick. Yeah, I'll work on that for you. But yeah, no, Don and I have known each other forever, and we both survived the 80s, 90s, and 2000s doing studio work, which in and of itself is pretty remarkable because record industry ain't what it used to be. But we've always looked up to Don as one of our great mentors and helpers in the music scene. So
it's a
glad
great
to.
tradition.
Oh, gee.
Yeah, I know exactly. This is the half beer from New District Brewing is kicking in now, so maybe
So
we'll
the
pass the mic.
sentimentals happen
But,
half the way.
But yeah, I mean, this is where it all goes down.
Don has been a positive influence in a lot of people's lives.
Yes, I happen
What do you
to
have
work
to say for that, sir?
Oh, man, I didn't do nothing here.
So modest.
So modest. So I was thinking of talking to and trying to make
My head's
something like a
swelling.
coffee table book on the history of this place. Talking to engineers like Eamon that worked in the B room, and I got a lot of names from Ian just in our conversations, and I'd also like to pick your brain. And can I get what's this gentleman's name again?
Jeff Turner.
Jeff Turner. I'm gonna have to pick your brain, and I'd love to hear some more stories later on. I'm sure we're gonna go into overtime here
After
soon.
party.
Yeah.
Antonia,
Antonia?
Joe Lally,'s wife
Yeah.
is doing one.
Okay.
too.
Cool. Oh, well then.
That's why
I
she
should.
was
I
taking
should-
pictures the other day.
Yeah, we should
Yeah.
compare notes then.
You
Yeah.
aren't
Yeah.
kidding.
Combined forces.
Okay.
For sure.
Yes. Cool. All right.
Great.
Wow.
Oh. How does that taste? How's it taste?
How are we feeling on time? Amanda, I know you have a gig tonight.
Yes. Do you want to warm up?
I do.
How do you feel
Glowing
about the timing?
endorsement.
What time do you have to
Yeah,
skedaddle? We don't want to take you too
Yeah.
far.
You can play a song on there if you'd like.
Yes.
No, I would
Warm
love
up your
MJ
voice.
to play.
Do we have
Oh,
time
right.
for 2 songs?
Why not both?
Okay.
right?
Why not
I'll
both?
play a
Porque no la
song.
dos? All right. Really? So I'll just,
Let's do it.
yeah. Go
We can do
grab
anything
yours.
we want.
You want to use this one? Yeah, yeah.
It's the goddamn United States.
It's already plugged in.
This is the biggest guitar I've ever played in my life, probably. I love it.
Are you
Beautiful.
swigging out of this one?
No,
Okay.
not been.
No, we've
slipping.
been pouring out of that.
All right. So this is not my song. This is a song by Warpaint. They're one of my musical influences, but it's called Baby. Don't you call anybody else, baby, 'cause I'm your baby still. It took a long time to make it, but I've never changed my mind. I've never tried to fake it. Never drew a line. Don't you call anybody else, baby, 'cause I'm your baby still. It took a long time to make it, but I've never changed my mind. You speak your fear, thinking in circles and checking where mirrors don't see. You live your life like a page from the book of my fantasies. How I love you. You speak your fear, thinking in circles and checking where mirrors don't see. You live your life like a page from the book of my fantasy. You speak your fear, thinking in circles and checking where mirrors don't see. You live your life like a page from the book of my fantasies. Don't you call anybody else, baby. Don't you call anybody else, baby. Don't you call anybody else, baby. Don't you call anybody else, baby.
great.
Beautiful.
Wow.
Beautiful. Mesmerizing.
Not even any potato chips.
No potato chips. But I do feel a little like more warmed up and
Any Claire?
lubricated.
That was
That
beautiful.
sounds-
Absolutely
Yeah,
beautiful.
your voice is fantastic, and it's totally different than when you talk.
Thank you.
So
Classy.
since this is MJ's last show, we're going to let her close it out. I
Yes.
just wanted to say that it has been an absolute pleasure to have her be a part of our show, taking our show to new heights. You know, this crazy ride. You know, when Don and I started doing this show, you know, we've always had a lot of fun and we've always learned a lot.
Crazy.
It's been a crazy ride. It's weird to think it's been over 4 years. Longer than my marriage. That's nutty to even think about. So I know, it's okay. So and then MJ came along, and there was a certain spirit and energy that came with her. And then Fred came along, and then all of a sudden everybody was here.
No, wait a minute. Wait. Will is not everybody. He is a entity in himself. He's holding down the musical side with Amanda today.
I am not denying. I was speaking of
Okay,
not
thank
just
you.
today's show, but of just since
a
MJ
continuum.
came along, a continuum.
Ooh, yes.
And Will,
Thank you.
I have a hard time remembering exact. I think you just decided to come one day right after you moved in, right?
Yeah, we struck up a conversation and we were talking about how returning from like isolation in the pandemic was going, and we talked about our own personal struggles, and then I brought up Beatles as I'm known to do, and we talked, and I just jumped in on one of the sessions, and
And
we
I was
clicked.
like, you got to come every week.
We clicked.
You got to come every week.
Well, it's my privilege. Thank you so much.
It's wonderful to have you. And Amanda, I told you over text this week, please come every time. Gio, you're invited every single week.
Now, wait a minute. Yes. Go ahead.
And Don, of course, is invited every single week.
Thank you. Thank you.
But, MJ, thank you so much for everything that you have brought into this StageCraft world and into our lives, and all the hard work that you put in, and all the energy that you put in, and all the late night conversations reminding us of why we do this. Thank you so much. And I give the floor to you to take it anywhere you would like to take it.
How about with a song out?
Yeah, I'll be right over.
Can we plug her into the amp?
Yeah, if it plays nice. Yeah. I can also hold up a microphone to the sound hole.
It's got electrics.
We're not live streaming, so there's no pressure for us to be
Yeah.
entertaining it every single moment.
Oh, that's
I'm gonna
true.
bow
So
out 'cause
are
I
you
got some-
also plugged in?
plugging
Still.
your
What?
Yeah, walk,
Just you.
No. I've got some people are here.
I do. I'll come on.
Yeah.
I'll just adjust.
Well, I'll stick around for the song for sure. Plus, I haven't finished my beer.
The audience must wait.
Not exactly in that order.
until all these pastries are eaten.
Oh my gosh. You want a? How about a music stand?
That would be great. Since we're like in the studio. And
That's so funny every time. We're like, oh, wait, this is a studio. We have
yeah.
the technology.
DIY mentality. Can't get past it. We'll figure it out. We'll do it live.
Banging two rocks together.
We'll do it live.
Love it. I say that all the time.
This is so scary.
all right, so this song I wrote a long time ago. I think it was at the beginning of our marriage. We've been together for 21 years.
Congrats.
Will we still make out when we're old? When my skin is thin and cold? When we're older, will you understand? When we walk, I wanna hold your hand. Well, there's just one thing I gotta know. Will we still make out when we're old? The first time my heart melted, remember it was out in the sand. It was sweet, and I loved it. And now you're talking about commitment. You're talking about my hand. Do you understand? Will
Nice.
Congrats.
Could we, like, since we have no time,
Like the present?
constraints, would you mind playing for me what I asked you to play last week?
Sure. We're talking
Maybe
about.
Amanda could help me.
I could run and grab the bass. Yeah.
The bass is okay. That'd be great.
What are
We're
we
gonna
singing?
sing.
Well, we might as well fill some time here. StageCraft is
Hello.
available
That's important, though.
on Mixcloud.com.
being-
You can check out the
keeping the marriage
StageCraft
young. Oh, yeah.
archive. You can also listen every Wednesdays, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
So Don says the answer is yes.
Oh,
Yes.
will you still make out when you're old?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta.
Yeah, you
I
got
mean,
to.
otherwise you get old and decrepit.
The best relationship advice that Don ever gave me was that you have to make small talk with your partner because then it makes talking about the big stuff much, much easier.
Did I say that?
Yeah, you did. Yeah. And I actually took it to heart and it has helped.
So it's considered a gem?
It is a gem. It is a gem. Don
What?
Z's relationship gems.
What kind of small talk are we talking about?
You got to talk
Yeah,
about
well,
the
it's-
Like the weather?
So I was sharing with Don. We were in the control room, and I was like, Don, and I was like, I can't f***ing hear about her day one more time. Like it's too much. Like I don't care about her work. I don't care. Like please, for the love of God.
Who are we talking about?
Well, my partner at the time.
Oh, okay. I see.
And then Don was like, well, you have to talk about the small talk. You have to talk about the minutia. He's like, if you don't take the time to have that talk, then talking about like the big stuff that matters, like finances, do you still find me attractive? Like the big stuff. He's like, then you can't have that talk because you don't have a foundation of conversation.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy shit. Don just schooled me on why you're actually supposed to listen to people when they're talking about their minutia.
Well, also it like instills trust in the relationship too. Like, oh, I can come to you even though I have these like dumb, like childish thoughts during the day. Like, I just need to complain and rant about something. It shows like there's like a trust in that relationship.
See, I think I just learned something now too. So I think what we're learning is Alex is bad at relationships. That's what we're learning.
And if you freak out at the little things,
Yeah.
like then maybe your partner might be less likely to bring the important things to you. So
Yeah, and just making out. I mean, you just make out. I mean,
Make out,
why
baby.
stop?
Let's
Why
make
stop?
out.
Well, another great advice I got from my boy Dan is he told me, anytime that you're thinking about having an argument about something important, strip down and get naked.
yeah,
What?
naked
No.
fights.
And he's like, and if you
Naked
can have
fights.
the argument naked, then it's probably worth having. If it's too ridiculous to have the argument naked, then it's probably not worth having.
Or if you can make out naked.
Yeah. It's a different kind of making out.
Forget about the fight.
Don's
Forget
three. Don's
No,
three.
it stops it. It
Don's
stops
had
it in
3
its
mugs of
tracks.
beer. He's at,
Hold on.
now we know why Don's trying to rush out of here. guys, let's f***ing cut this shit. I got somewhere to go.
These pastries are great, but
Stop texting my wife. Oh Lord, oh Lord.
If we're set up for that.
Yeah.
I can't believe we're improvising this. This is happening.
Yeah, I don't
This
know
is
what
happening.
we're about
What
to
time is
do.
your gig tonight, Amanda?
Starts at 8:30.
Is that
Oh,
what's set
we got
up
plenty
right
of
now?
time.
Yeah, that I'm not even on
Okay,
first this
awesome.
time.
Yeah, good job.
I'm upgraded because I actually talked to the venue this week. I put in a little bit of legwork.
Yeah.
I didn't do really anything. Thank you, Michael McDermott, for handling
So-
the rest.
I saw the bartender get hit on relentlessly,
I feel so bad for her
and she was like, she shut that shit down in 2 seconds.
because she's like
She's a pro, man.
weathered and worn soldier, man.
Yep,
Like
yep.
she knows what's up.
She was sick of it. She was
Yeah.
sick of it, had no time for it.
Yeah.
Great bookstore over there, too, in Adams Morgan.
Yes, totally.
Was it City Lights? I can't remember now.
Lost City. Books.
Lost City Books?
Yeah.
Great bookstore.
I wanted to actually talk to them about putting the zine in there when I was like more serious about it.
Oh, you sure? They have a local section.
Yeah, I know.
The lady who was working behind the, I don't know what band she's in, but I recognize the woman who was working there. She's in bands.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay. Shit, man. I need to go and talk
You
to
guys
her.
should get, Comet Ping Pong. They're doing outdoor shows in their parking lot. You guys
Yes,
should try
I
to play
saw
over there.
that. Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
They're on my list.
Respect.
So, would you do a duet with me? We're singing Dolly Parton, I Will Always Love You.
Oh my god.
Oh,
This one, yeah?
I do know this one, but can I pull up the lyrics over here?
this is this.
I don't
is
know if
a
I want to sing.
StageCraft.
I don't know if I want to
first.
sing this though. Like, I feel like you should.
No,
I'll
no,
come in on some words or something.
Okay, sure, that's fine. Whatever. Just sing with me. Makes it way cool.
This is like very sad. I mean, it's bittersweet, you know.
Right.
Bittersweet, melancholy.
Right. If I should stay, I would only be in your way. So I'll go, but I know I'll think of you each step of the way, and I will always love you. I will always love you. Bittersweet memories, that is all I am taking with me. So I'll go, but I know I don't remember the words. What you need, and I will always love you. I will always love you. I hope life treats you kind, and I hope you have all you ever dreamed of. I wish you joy and happiness, but above all this, I wish you love, and I will always love you. I will always love you. I will always love you. I will always love you.
Oh man, we'll always love you.
We're gonna miss you, MJ.
Miss you so much.
Wow, I'll miss you guys. Have all the fun without me.
Technically, MJ is still our producer, so you will still be getting very angry emails with show critiques.
Remote working.
She will be letting us know, like, you missed your points. I didn't get the feeling.
Yeah, plug the vendors.
Plug the vendors.
Plug the sponsors. Right.
All right, we're done, Josh. Thank you.